Welcome to the SimTrain Eco walkthrough. Let's begin by getting started with the platform. In this video, we will guide you through the essential steps to get started with SimTrain Eco and make the most of its features. The walkthrough will be divided into 4 key sections. We'll begin with the basics of setting up your account and organization within SimTrain Eco. Next, we will cover how to set up the core data that powers your organization. This includes creating products, class schedules, and student profiles. Next, we will walk you through the enrollment process and how to manage billing. You will learn how to enroll students in classes, take attendance, generate invoices, and record payments made by parents or students. Finally, we'll explore how to access and use the reporting features in SimTrain Eco. You'll see how to generate reports like the daily collection and fees collection, which help you keep track of your organization's financial health. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll have a solid understanding of how to set up and operate SimTrain Eco effectively, from creating student profiles to managing billing and assessing key reports. Let's get started. To get started, you need to sign up for an account. First, open your browser and navigate to simtrain.simbiz.cloud. Once you're on the home page, click on the Register button to create an account. The password must contain a minimum length of 8 characters that comprises of at least 1 uppercase character and 1 special symbol. After successful registration, click New Organization button and you will need to enter your organization name and select the type of organization. You can choose from options like kindergarten, tuition center, music academy, or others, depending on your institution. Tick I'm not a robot checkbox for a verification and click Create button to proceed. Now that your account is set up, let's move on to creating the necessary data for your organization. Go to the Products Configure section in the Setting module to set up all your organization's offerings, including subjects and miscellaneous fees. To add a new product, click the plus button. Insert the product code to distinguish one product from another and also the product name. Create a new category on the same screen to classify whether the product is of a recurring charge, a class, or a one-time fee type. A recurring fee is used for charges that repeat regularly. For example, if your organization charges a fixed monthly fee, such as a transportation fee, you would set this up as a recurring fee, and the billing cycle for the product that falls into this category type is automatically generated on a monthly basis. A class, on the other hand, refers to a subject or course that students can enroll in, and it's tied to a specific schedule. Each class can have its own fee, and charges are typically based on attendance or enrollment. For example, if you are offering a weekly English class or a music lesson, these would fall under the class category. You can link your students to specific classes and track their attendance. Billing for classes can be set up based on the term or monthly. Lastly, we have one-time charge category. This type is used for single, non-recurring expenses. This could include charges for materials, registration fees, or any other one-off cost. If a student needs to pay for textbooks, uniforms, or a registration fee, you would set this up as a one-time charge. The fee for the product that falls into this category type is billed on a unit basis. Once you've created the category for the product, choose the billing method. In this case, the product falls into the category of a class type, so there are 2 options to choose from for the billing method, which are month and term. Monthly-based billing is used typically at the beginning of each month. Term, on the other hand, it's a billing method that is used when you charge your students for a set period or term, typically for a course duration or an entire semester. Next, create a level for the product, insert the level code and also the level name. And after that, insert the default price for the product that you want to create. And lastly, press the Create button to save all the changes. Next, create a class schedule. Use the subject set up earlier to schedule the lessons in the system. You can either use the drag and drop function in the classes module or go to settings and search for tuition class in class and session menu. However, before you can start creating class schedule, there's an important step you need to complete first, that is setting up public holidays. This is to ensure that your class schedules account for any non-working days, so that classes aren't accidentally scheduled on holidays. First, go to Settings on the menu on the left and select General, click Holidays. Click the plus button to add a new public holiday to get started. A form will pop up asking for details about the holiday. Enter the code and the name of the holiday, such as Christmas Day or Boxing Day. Select the date of the holiday via the calendar picker. Once done, click the Create button. The holiday will now appear in the list of public holidays and will be automatically excluded from class scheduling. If you need to change a holiday's date, please ensure there are no scheduled classes on that date first. To use the drag and drop function, go to Classes module and find the start date of the class by navigating through the calendar on the left. Click on the preferred hour of the selected date, drag to the end time of the lesson, and release. For example, if the class starts on 12 September from 3 to 4 p.m., click on the column accordingly. Drag the timetable and release. A pop-up window will appear for you to fill up the details of the lesson. Select the subject of the class from the product created earlier. Only product that is of class type can be seen on the list. Assign the teacher for the lesson. Click New to add a new teacher profile. Create Teacher Group 2 along the way. It could be groups based on the status, such as a part-timer or a permanent position. Next, create the room for the lesson, and this process can also be done on the same screen. Now create the Academy session for the class to take place by clicking New. For example, if the class is available in the Q4 of the year, select the start and end date of the lesson accordingly. Click the Create button to save the changes. Choose the class type, as in how frequent the lesson is going to take place. There are weekly, Monday to Friday, Sunday to Thursday, everyday, and flexible types. If you opt for a class type that takes place more than once a week, you have the flexibility to choose a different time for each lesson. Once done, scroll up and click the Create button on top left of the window. If you are creating the class schedules on the calendar feature, you get to see the allocated lesson highlighted in different colors. As mentioned earlier, by setting up the public holidays beforehand, the system has automatically excluded any class schedules that fall on those dates. This ensures that no classes are scheduled on holidays. Next up is creating a student profile. Head to the Students module. Enter the student details, and those fields that are marked with red asterisk are compulsory to be filled in, such as the student's level. To create a parent's profile for the student, go to the Contact tab and press the plus button in the Parents area. Select the parent type and also click New to add a new parent profile. Insert the parent name, the gender, the email address, the phone number. Once done, click the Create button. You may also insert the student's address. Now that we have the student and class information, let's handle enrollment, attendance, billing, and payment records. To enroll students into the classes we have created, it occurs on the student profile. Click the Enrollment tab and the Add button. A window will slide in from the right, and by default, the system will display a list of classes that are available for registration based on the student's level. Take the class that the student wishes to be registered to, and another window will slide in from the right for you to select the particular lesson, as the same lessons could be available on different days and time and also of different teachers. Once done, the window will be closed automatically. Click the Confirm button. You will be able to see the registration details. Next up is to mark student attendance on classes module. Search for the class on the calendar by selecting the date. Take the checkbox next to the student's name and click the Save button. To download the attendance checklist, click the print icon and a window will pop up as shown. Click the Export button. Find the downloaded document in your local folder. As of now, the attendance checklist is only available in CSV format. Now that you have taken the student attendance, let's take a look at the invoicing and payment processes. Go to the student's profile and click the billing menu. The system will auto-generate the invoice if the student attendance has been taken, as what is shown on the screen. But if you were to add a new invoice, you can click the Add button and import the enrollment that the student has. You can also edit the invoice generated by the system or the invoice that you created previously. You just click on the document number and then just click the Revert button to make any changes to the invoice details, and then click Confirm again to lock the transaction. Receiving payment from the parents or students also takes place on the same screen. Again, click the Add button on top right and select New Payment. Choose the invoice that has been paid for by ticking the checkbox and click the Import button. Next, click the plus button next to Payment Methods. Add the new payment method by clicking New. For example, insert CC in the payment method code and credit card in the payment method name. Click the Create button. Now that you have created a payment method, proceed by completing the payment by pressing the OK button. The window will disappear, and now click the Confirm button. You have successfully generated a receipt in SimTrain Eco. You can also print the A5 size receipt by clicking the Preview button. Finally, let's take a look at how to access financial reports within SimTrain Eco. To view daily collections, navigate to the Reports module and go to the Billing menu. Select the Daily Collection Report. You can apply a filter by selecting a specific date to see all transactions made on that day. The report displays a table on the left that showcases the total collection made via different payment methods. On the right, there is a pie chart that reflects the data in the table. Going down, the report displays the receipt number that records the payment made by a particular student alongside the paid amount and the payment methods used. To get an overview of fees collected over time, use the Fees Collection Report. This report allows you to filter by date range from the earliest transaction to the latest, in order to see overall financial performance. Similar to Daily Collection Report, Fees Collection Report is equipped with Payment Method versus Amount Received table, a pie chart that reflects the table data, and the payment details by students. Going downwards, the report shows bar charts of collected amount across the selected dates. Once you have gathered sufficient data and completed transactions, it's essential to keep an eye on key metrics. SimTrain Eco Dashboard is designed to give you a quick overview of this information through its widgets. Now, let's take a closer look at these widgets. The first widget displays the number of active students currently enrolled in your organization. It helps you keep track of the total number of students who are currently attending classes. Next, we have the total classes widget. This shows you the number of classes scheduled in your center. It provides a quick snapshot of how many classes are active and available for students. The This Month Sales widget displays the total sales amount for the current month. This figure gives you an overview of your center's revenue generated from sales this month. This Month Collection widget shows the total amount collected so far for the month. It is useful for tracking how much of the billed amount has been received within the current month. Here we have the Total Outstanding widget. This shows the total amount that is still unpaid by students or parents. This helps you identify how much is yet to be collected. Moving down, you'll see the Real-Time Absent Student section. This displays a list of students who are currently marked as absent for today's classes. On the right, we have My Calendar. This calendar widget shows an overview of your monthly schedule. You can navigate through the calendar to see the dates when classes are scheduled or when there are no classes. The Outstanding Payments lists students who have pending payments along with the amount they owe. This makes it easy to identify and follow up on payments that are due. The Recent section shows the most recent activities or data entries within your center. In this case, there's currently no data found, but typically this area will list recent student enrollments, class creations, or billing activities. Moving to the middle section, we have the Attendance Rate widget. This graph visually displays the attendance rate, previous week attendance, and the number of absentees over the days of the week. It gives you a clear picture of student attendance trends. On the right side, you will see the current month draft document section. This widget is divided into two tabs, Payments and Invoices. Under the Payments tab, you can view pending or draft payment documents for the current month. It shows the student's name, date, document number, and the total amount. The Invoices tab, when selected, would show you draft invoices that are yet to be finalized. This section is crucial for keeping track of payments and invoices that are in the process of being completed. You have now completed the SimTrain Eco walkthrough. You've learned how to register, set up your data, manage enrollments, billing and payments, as well as access important reports. Thank you for using SimTrain Eco, and we hope it makes managing your organization easier.